Some. Okay? Energy. Don't let it stop. Let it keep flowing.
So what we're going to teach is the candlestick, and we're going to show but not teach the hold, which is the most dangerous part. The part is the hold. Okay.
Right,
so what we're going to do is girls just going to go up and come right back down.
All the way up, we're going to do like a 3/4 thing.
Usually it's as much as the girl's momentum can go, so it's not going to be all the way up. It's going to be more like that. Yeah. So guys, we're going to be teaching you the candlestick, which I know some of you have done it before, some of you have not, and that's fine. We're going to show you, I guess, like what the candlestick will ultimately look like, which I'm sure you guys have seen. It's the sidecar, the straddle, take the girl up and a hold. We're not teaching the hold today because that's something that you only want to learn as you practice the candlestick more and more. Because the most dangerous part of the candlestick is when you're trying to hold the girl up there. Girls, that's when you're most likely to topple forwards or backwards. Guys, it's, when you're most likely to drop the girl. So what we're going to show you is how we're going to teach it to you today. And eventually, as you start getting more and more comfortable with the candlestick and with the momentum, you'll want to work your way up to the hold where you can hold the girl up there for several seconds at least. But until we get there, like, we're not going to be doing holds today. If that makes any sense.
Nobody hold.
Pretty much. No holding.
If you do, you're out and you don't get a refund. If that's okay with the one who's running this thing.
Very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. We're going to have everything afterwards. But yes, what he said. Okay, so tripart.
We can do it the way we're doing it. I just wanted to do, well, okay, let's just do it.
So that's pretty much.
A little bit killing you?
No, it was okay.
Okay. Because you don't have to do it that way.
I know.
But with you, I can, but that doesn't mean I should.
Oh my gosh.
So I just want to make sure that I hurt you. Because
No,
I can
it's
teach
fine.
it two ways. You can do it like this, or you can do it like this.
Okay.
But I know where your ribs are, so I know I'm not going to think break you.
Kill me.
So, yeah.
So essentially, you guys can figure out, and you guys have been practicing with the sidecar and stuff, the hold that works best for you. I mean, what did you just do right there? So you can either, when you're holding a girl, you can hold her like that, or put it the other way. Or you can hold her like this without thumbs. Ask your partner what's most comfortable for you. It's really important that you're not hurting the girl, but it's also really important that you don't drop the girl. So you need to find a happy medium there between your comfort level and your partner's comfort level.
And if you are going to use the thumbs, I use it more as a steady. I'm trying not to, was I squeezing?
No.
Okay, good.
I mean, you could.
Because I'm trying not to, right. You don't squeeze a whole lot. You're going to squeeze a little bit because it's inevitable, but you don't want to like squeeze, because then you're going to hurt the girl. So use it more as a steady. I use it as like a guide. Plus I feel like I have more control when I'm doing that. But you don't have to do that. So it's preference.
And I'm going to show you guys again what we're doing without holding the candlestick is it's the side, straddle, up. Girls, you're going up as far as your trajectory takes you, and then you're coming right back down again. So you're not going up to try and hold it. It's essentially like you should be like that. Instead of going straight up, your body will kind of be more like that. So just go up, and as soon as you feel yourself start coming back down again, let your momentum guide you back down into the straddle. I'll show you guys again how it looks when we're going up, and then we're going to do it one more time and show you something else. But girls especially, be paying attention to how far up it is. We're going to just do it.
Wait, the thing?
Like
All the way up?
No.
Okay.
Like that. So again, I'm just going up as high as my momentum takes me. And now it's important when you're coming back down, we're teaching you guys to end this in a straddle, because if you have the girl up there and then you land her on the concrete, that hurts. That hurts a lot. I did that a couple of times and I was like, no more. It's very painful. So the only problem about that is when you're coming back down, you girls have to be mindful that's your whole weight coming back onto the waist of the guy. And regardless of how little or big you are, like, that can definitely knock a guy over if you're not careful with how you carry your weight. So when you're coming back down, you've got a grip on his shoulders. Use that to your advantage to let yourself down slowly to control your fall. You're not just dead falling. You're using your momentum and his shoulders as well to guide yourself into a sort of more graceful fall back into the straddle. And something that I do, let's just do a straddle. once you get the practice of it, it's pretty easy to use his shoulders and your weight to make sure you're gently coming down and not just slamming the guy, because that could be a problem.
It's a two-way street because she's up. This is partly why I use my thumbs right there. Because when she comes down, I'm not just letting all that weight come. I'm sort of, you let her up, and then you kind of, you steady as much as you can. You bring her down as slow as you can. You don't let her just slam in. You guide her down. And it's hard because of the position, obviously, so you're not going to be able to just dead stop and just, because we're not Superman. So, you bring her in as easy as you can, and then to lessen the impact, so it's not dong, and then you're falling down, I do this. So as she came in originally, I'm ending there too. And that way then when you're done, you just kind of, you got, again, you're keeping the momentum going the whole time. She comes in, up, down. And she's back in normal position, you start dancing. So smooth in, smooth out.
Now how do you spot the candlestick best?
Well that one, side to side.
So the person here, person there. Okay, so guys, when we're breaking up into our groups, whoever is not doing a candlestick, particularly for the guys, is, I mean, sliding like right here and essentially right here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Girls going up here.
Yeah. Because some of those dangerous, you guys have the side part down. And the straddle's not that hard to add. I mean, we'll practice the side-side straddle before we get to the candlestick. But the most dangerous part of this move is the up factor. It shouldn't be that dangerous because we're not holding it, but again, that's where things can go wrong. And then the down factor. So spotters, if you're ready, if you see the guy look like he's going to be like totally greened out by the girl's going to fall forward, that's what you're doing here, is ready to catch the girl at that point. Yes, do you have a question?
Also, sometimes guys' backs will go out, so having somebody back there for a little bit of extra support behind the guy is also sometimes helpful.
Oh, okay. So spotters, be mindful of that as well. I mean, there is, again, since we're not teaching the hold, that part shouldn't be as dangerous. And do we want to show what it looks like ultimately? Or we're just going to focus on it? We can, yeah, probably. So we're going to break up into groups, and first we're just going to practice the side part into a straddle, and then hop down. We'll practice that a couple of times, and then we'll get the candlestick in. So let me see what I want.
It's going to go this way, and then all of a sudden you're going to get to this point where we're going to feel it's going to go this way. When it turns, use that to get her to this side. And again, momentum's going this way at first, it's going to flip. Again, down, and then up. That's the only way you're going to lift that girl eventually all the way up. You can't, I mean, I guess you can, but it'd be very difficult to go without momentum straight up.
And notice that the momentum, specifically the way you're controlling it, is using your curling your legs, standing up, and then curling your legs to move her.
Exactly, right. That's going to help because you're channeling. It's coming in. So if you stay like this, you're not going to really, it's going to die really quick. Where you use it, you absorb it. Absorb it, and then you use it. Absorb, use. Plus, when you lift, you want to lift. Up. Right, you're not going to have those back issues if you're lifting with your legs as well as your arms. So.
And then one quick thing on the girl's part, if you have your hands tight around his neck, not too tight obviously because you don't want to strain him, but you can kind of move around. You know what I'm talking about with your core?
Yeah.
You can sort of move from one side to the other a little bit.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, again, girls, that's what the guy's job is, to help you with momentum. Your job is to give him momentum to work with. This is going to come with practice. This is going to come the more you do the candlestick. It's why we're not teaching the hold right off the bat today. If you've not done the candlestick before, you will not be able to do the hold. The hold comes after probably months of practicing and getting momentum each time you go a little bit higher and higher. But your job is to help give the guy the momentum and control it. If you're whipping, like we talked about in the last workshop, if you're whipping your legs out crazy wide and swinging all over the place, you're losing that momentum really quickly. It's going out, it's dissipating, it's not staying here where you need it. So use your hands on the guy's neck. I mean, the way I do the candlestick is like this. I have my forearms on his shoulders, and I usually clasp my hands behind his neck too to help give me that stability and that control.
And this move is control. If you don't control, injuries happen. I've seen it happen. Cough, cough. So you want to make sure you are in control of it. Okay, and to be in control, you want to find out where your energy's coming. And I sound like a newbie. Just again, you bring her in, keep the momentum there, be in control of what's happening. Girls, also use that momentum to your advantage as well. You also find that swinging yourself around will be a lot easier if the guy's channeling that energy the way it should.
So when we're doing this, I want you guys and girls to be watching as Lance and I do the candlestick. Look and see how high I go, and then look and see where it seems that I'm stopping and I'm coming back down again. Because I know I can do the hold, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to let my my weight go up and then come back down again. So please be watching. I'm not going to be trying to pull it up there. It's just up and down. I might be a little higher than you are. That's okay. Like, you'll just want to go up as high as you're comfortable with.
Want to go straight up?
No, we're just doing what we're doing.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
All right, so that's essentially what you're doing. We actually almost are too used to doing the hold because I did go up there pretty high. I don't necessarily want you guys going up that high. I want you to go up as high as you're comfortable with. If as high as you're comfortable with is like, if this is my body and it's swing out and then you go up like this and then you come back down again, that's totally fine. Work with that. Go as high as you can go and then come straight back down again.
Yeah, for a long time we were just like that.
Yeah,
I couldn't go
that's
any
true.
farther than that. Because that momentum. You had to get that momentum.
So do you guys have any questions? Yes.
Yeah. With your legs, though, for the girls, you can, if you feel that the guy is bringing you up too high, you can bring your legs down slightly, and that'll keep you from coming up.
Yeah.
And also, if you do want to try to go up a little bit higher, you can try bending your legs a little bit as you're going up, and then extending them as you get higher. But if you're just trying to go up there and come down, and you don't want to get too high.
True. Right now, we're just going up there. We're just coming back down. So we're gonna go ahead. Does anyone have any questions? Let's split back into the groups that we had, and let's practice this a couple of times until you guys feel comfortable with it. Just a sidecar straddle, up as high as you're comfortable with, and come right back down again. I don't want any holds. I don't want you guys going crazy up there. There should be no risk of falling this way, only this way. All right, let's go split up into groups. We don't. That's true. We're going to show you what, as you become more comfortable in the next several months, learning the candlestick, the sidecar straddle, and then up, we're going to show you the sort of hold that you're eventually going to want to work your way up to if you can, and if you feel comfortable with it with your partner. We'll show you what it looks like, maybe a couple of times, 1 or 2 times, but we're not going to go over it today because it's something that takes a lot of practice with this momentum before you can do it. Yes, Nate?
The speakers underneath the gazebo, because I just don't think he rings up.
Alright. We'll go move those under the gazebo, and then we'll show y'all.
With the hold?
Once you get up there, I mean, there's obviously some different things you can do with it. You can crook your leg like this, and you come down, you can split your legs and come back down to the straddle. When I come back down to the straddle, I actually let go of one of my hands to go back and touch the ground. That way, if we're coming back a little bit far, I've got a hand back there to catch myself. But that's all stuff that you're gonna work up to. Really, it should take months. Realistically, y'all are dancing on a Monday night, maybe a couple other nights a week. This is a move that takes, I mean, it took us, I don't know how many months to get up to it. But
It was a long time.
it took a while. But you guys want to see it again, or are you good with that? Does that make sense? One more time for the camera.
One more time for the camera.